we talk about all the different things that you send in using the hashtag Table Talk and the ones that you submit on Reddit. It's a lady time today.
It certainly is.
And lady time.
And what's your name?
I'm Lee Newton.
I'm Trish Hirschberger.
I'm McTurney. That's so funny. Like a mom.
What's your name?
I was helping.
I'm Lee Newton.
Your name?
My name's Lee.
At Miss Paginitista. It's a weird one. Sorry.
Ooh.
There's a lot of vowels. There's like
really-
16 vowels in that name.
Oh.
How was it leaving home for the first time and moving away from family?
Oh.
Aww.
I had a good time. There were 15 people in my house.
Yeah,
so I was like,
moving
Like,
away from
party.
I also moved, I went to college like 30 miles away from home, so it was like
Oh,
very
yeah,
close.
yeah.
So it was like just far enough away that there were no surprise visits, but I could go home and do my laundry whenever.
That is nice. That's really nice.
Yeah, I was pretty much in the same case as you. I went to college pretty close to home. But yeah, as soon as I went to college, I actually came home my first Christmas break and got in trouble for just about everything because I was used to living on my own in the dorms at college. So I got in trouble for cursing too much. I got in trouble because I wanted to eat what I wanted to eat, not what I was being. In essence, I was a brat.
Or independent.
Oh, yeah.
My mom was like, curfew, and I said, no. And so after that Christmas break, I got apartments, and I was outsies.
I felt like the problem was I never had all the stuff because we didn't really have a lot of money. So like you would move into like your first dorm, everybody gets like your big comfort set and like your passive pans and all your stuff. I got like the bare minimum. So then when I moved into my first apartment, I didn't really have anything. So like I would like drive home and be like, can I borrow this pot? Okay, thanks, Mom. And then I would like drive back home.
I had to bring the pot back.
Oh yeah,
that's amazing.
You know, I just constantly went to Goodwill. I had Goodwill everything in like my first couple apartments.
I had Goodwill everything. I also had like the hand-me-down of the, because we didn't have a lot of money either, so it was kind of like the hand-me-down.
Did you say hand-me-down? Like ham? Like
hand-me-down.
Hand-me-down.
No, like, is it handy-down?
Hand-me-down.
Hand-me-down.
Yeah, but you say
hand-me-down. I'm sorry, my mother's Southern, so I always heard hand-me-down.
Yeah, no, you don't put the D in there. You don't say it's a hand-me-down.
It's a hand-me-down. We're on board. It's, right?
When you're Pennsylvania Dutch, apparently,
I pronounce everything weird. So
ask her to say orange. Say it.
Orange.
No.
I didn't say orange. Weird.
Orange.
They're like big dogs.
Orange.
And they travel in packs.
Woof.
Orange.
Yeah, I know. Okay, and horrible. Wolves are horrible
That
creatures.
one gets me
There
And
you
all
go.
fairness, Trisha really is just trying to get you to say it right. Thank you, Trisha. It's a hand-me-down. And
That's how I would say it. Continue. You're hand-me-down.
I mean, hand-me-down, so I always had like 1970s like stuff, so I'd be like, hey, like I got this pot, but it has flowers and Dutch people on it. Like,
But now, like, you can move to Silver Lake and people
it'd
be
be
like,
so cool.
Yeah,
It'd be so cool. But no, when I first moved out of home, I'm the youngest, so it was far more dramatic, I think, than it was for anyone else. And I had waited around like a year after like high school because I missed my parents. I love my parents so much, and so I waited like, a long time to move out. And then like when I moved out, it was kind of just like, go get it. And I just remember literally
oh my
it
God.
was the saddest thing in the world because I remember driving away and I remember seeing them in my rearview mirror, and both of them were like arm in arm going. And I was just like,
Let me tell you, no.
heartbreaking.
Legitimately, when I moved to LA, my mom, because like I'm like her baby before she adopted the whole world. I'm like her last natural baby. So she like gave me the hug. I just say goodbye to Penny, and then like I was driving away and like doing like the mom's like, you're gonna do great things. And then she sent me this text message. I'm sitting in a Sonic for my first stop, and it's like, you're my baby, I'm so proud of you, and you're gonna do all these. And I'm like sitting in a Sonic.
It's not good.
It's
I think
so
I was playing the
sad.
Garden State soundtrack too as I was driving away.
Now, see, if we're talking about the LA move, that was
yeah.
traumatic for me. Like she said, because I literally like map quested Los Angeles, California, printed out the 40 pages
And
or
then
whatever
just
of
went.
directions, just got in my little Honda Civic and started driving.
Samesies.
And my sister made me a mix CD of like songs that were like, you're gonna live your life, and you're like my little, and I was like, oh god,
Martini
the whole
is
time.
I like now won't know.
You and Bon Jovi. I was thinking Martini McBride, like this one's for the girls.
Oh no! Well, my little sister is super into like folk music and
Okay,
stuff,
that
so
was it.
it
You're
was
gonna
a
live your
very
life.
different world.
I feel like I didn't have to bring. I don't have a lot from like what previous moves because I had to pack it all in the car.
Yeah,
And then
so
move
you
it
just,
out
that's a wonderful way to go. Because
That's
I
what
have
I did,
stuff
too.
that I think I still have boxes from my previous move that I haven't, like,
An anti-box.
Do it.
All right.
Anti-box.
Okay. Here we go.
Go.
This one's from Reddit. Maka91 says, "Is it obvious to others when you're having a bad day?"
Yes.
Yes, always. You always think, like, I'm doing a good job today of hiding it, and then everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think that it's not obvious, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I think it's obvious for all of us. I can tell when you guys are having a bad day, and I'm sure you guys can tell when I'm having a bad day. I think it is.
And you can. It's the funny thing is, it's not like night and day obvious, but like literally, like I know that like I've been
if you know
like,
the person.
Hey, you in a place today? How's
Yeah.
it going?
Yeah,
You all
exactly.
right? How are
You okay
you?
today?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I feel like it's like I can tell when people are like, when I'm like, no one's talking to me today. I think I know a reason why. You know when you're
so
like,
you don't even
people
know
aren't
something's
engaged.
wrong
It's a
until...
Tuesday, Lee, okay?
People aren't engaging. What's going on there? Why isn't anyone?
Yeah.
Because I'm being a gigantic B word.
Did I just make Trisha cry?
I know.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I just. Oops. Well, that wasn't about her.
Oh no!
I
couldn't
I
have
feel
been
horrible.
me. Bitch,
I
better
do.
buck up.
I always like. For me, it's always like that wasn't about her. That was about me. This coffee is.
And I usually, too, I'm always that person that's like, I'll be having a bad day, and then I'm like, oh no, I think I was just really nasty. Was I nasty? I'm sorry.
You are that person.
I feel like
I'm like,
I'm
am I
not.
having a horrible day and I was just mean to you? I'm sorry. It's me, not you.
I feel like I do it on the drive home where I'm like, was that?
That's always that's me.
Damn, now it's weird.
That's
And
me.
tomorrow I'm like, I'm sorry if I was me, because maybe I wasn't me. Maybe I'm being paranoid.
Always me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always literally like I had a bad day. I was mean. I should apologize to that person. I could send him a text. No, I think you should wear a T-shirt. Like Phil, print out
I
a
like how you
T-shirt.
describe your boobs
Yeah,
and you
it's
say that.
like,
I should
print
wear
out
a t-shirt.
Or a t-shirt.
No, but if there was a T-shirt that said like I'm having a bad day, wouldn't that be so like I
Could you wear like a fuck you
Avoid
light?
me.
Like an avoid me light.
Yeah,
like it's like a
avoid
headband
me.
that lights up. And
avoid
it
me?
just-
I'm having a bad day. None of this is about you, but I will be mean. And
I
rude.
think there are shirts that say that.
Really?
Do it.
I'm not gonna buy one.
You're not in a bad mood often enough to buy a shirt.
That's gonna put me in a bad mood.
The negotiator will not buy one.
I will not buy one. All right, Joseph Kilbasa. I don't think that's your
Yeah.
real last name. What is your favorite brand of hot sauce?
Oh, you gotta go Our Lady of Cholula.
Oh, favorite brand and condiment if you can handle the heat.
Okay, I don't really like hot sauce, but I do like something that's spicy that is Old Bay seasoning.
Oh,
I'll
Old
put that
Bay
shit on
seasoning.
everything. How about that?
She's not.
Do they
doing
allow that in the
fancy.
old folks' home,
Do
Trisha?
they?
What?
Bay
Old Bay
seasoning?
seasoning?
It is really spicy.
I love
You
it.
put it on popcorn. It's like it's a different world.
You put it
It's a
on
different
crabs.
world.
I like how
That's
I
the
say
thing
crabs.
you can't unsay, Trisha Hirschberger.
I didn't mean the STD. I meant like steamed in beer.
I like to
The
put it on my
food.
chlamydia.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This
We've
is
been
my
meaning
life.
to talk to you about that,
This
Lee.
is my life.
I just wish there was like we could do a cut of Lee just like at the table, like doo 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 doo.
Ow!
Burns so good. Lee, what do you like that's spicy?
No,
What's spicy?
I'm a
What
big
sauce?
Tapatio fan, and
Oh.
I have a gigantic Tapatio bottle that I've like promised myself that I'm gonna get through. Like it's really like
Yeah.
I will get through this. I put Tapatio on anything. I feel like most of my life is a vehicle for ketchup and
Yep.
Tapatio.
Yeah, that's funny because it's tap or Cholula. Like people
Yeah.
are very.
But people are really into
One
sriracha.
or the
I'm into
other.
sriracha, but I can't handle the after effects of
Oh,
sriracha.
yep.
Let's all be honest.
The red hot
It
pooper.
destroys your butt.
It does.
Oh.
Well, a lot
It
of hot
does.
sauces do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what it's doing on the inside. Just
Uh,
tearing
Yay
through
for
it.
not having hot sauce on my food ever.
Old Bay over there.
Obey.
Bay.
At Merit1 says, what hair color do you prefer? Blondes, brunettes, or redheads?
Wow.
What do you think? Hold on. I would like to say that Trisha might be the only one rocking her natural one, so
Yeah.
props to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
rocking it.
haven't you
Just
tried blonde though? Or have you tried
I have only ever tried wigs. I've never tried like living the life of a blonde or a redhead. But I have to say my wig experiences for the most part have been not great. Like I always put on the wig and I'm like,
your Daenerys
Yeah,
blonde
people
hair.
like
right, it was
Yeah.
fun for a day, but I still think everyone would agree that it wasn't for me. Like I don't know. I I
I'd
think
say
other
try.
hair colors look weird.
What do you
on me
prefer
in general.
in the opposite sex? I
In the
think
opposite
maybe
sex?
was what they were asking.
I don't think I
Oh.
have any. I'm actually really weird about blonde guys. I'm not super into them. I've never really been super into them. It might be like a weird thing of like, oh, there can only be one. But
I have to be the pretty one.
Well,
You're
but then you
blonde
have
person.
little blonde babies.
But then you look like a Swedish family, and I'm not naturally a blonde.
I
Like,
like how you say that, like, ugh.
well, but like you know what I mean. Like, no matter what, you're gonna look like an Aryan brethren walking down. It's not a positive thing. Try going anywhere with that. But no, it's.
I think it's
It's funny, like I see two
positive
black
thing.
people and I'm like, oh, they're nice.
what a
And you're like,
beautiful
"Aryan
family."
brother."
I don't think they're not nice. I think they're probably really beautiful, but I don't know. It's a weird thing. I have to be the only blonde because mine's a fake one anyways. I'm a natural redhead. So clearly I prefer
Doesn't
blonde
that mess with
only
your
in
head?
me.
Natural redhead.
But I'm not super into blonde haired dudes.
I feel
Also,
like
because mainly a lot of you have been douchey. So deal with that blonde hair dudes.
dude spraying sun in his hair right now. You. No, I don't. For guys, I don't have a preference. Like I think I said in my vlog last night, like I have never dated a redheaded guy, but I wouldn't be like, oh, he has red hair.
No, yeah. But then you'd have to fear
but-
about your children being redheaded, but I think you'd be into that.
I'd be into that,
into
and
that, too. It's adorable.
But I don't like blonde women. I'm sorry, Lee.
Hey,
I don't like
I get it.
women that are blonde. Like
Luckily,
I
I'm
love
not a
Jennifer Lawrence,
natural blonde.
I think I like.
but I like dark hair.
Loophole.
I think I like everybody of every hair for both genders. I don't
Oh,
think I
yeah.
ever see someone and based on their hair color, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna like that person.
That's true.
I also
I've
blonde long hair better. Short hair on women. Thumbs
Oh
down.
no, there are
Thumbs
some
down.
really good short blonde
Pink
hair.
is the only woman that I'm
Charlize
like,
Theron.
nope.
I
long
see
hair.
like short,
Really
like
want-
cropped, like bobs that are blonde and very angular that look
I
really
love
cool.
that.
I think a lot of
Yeah.
girls think they pull that off. Robin, I'm gonna put there. That's my only thing. Robin and Pink are the only two women who are blonde who have short hair that can get it. Everyone
you
else.
don't think Charlize Theron?
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous, but I
think
just
she
don't
gets
like her
a paper
hair.
bag. I know I talk about her a lot, and I mainly do because follow me on Twitter, Charlize. We can work it out.
We're gonna make it happen.
We could talk about
Good
it.
job, Trisha.
Okay. All right. Radiology nurse says,
Oh,
Very descriptive.
Sexy.
she or he, do you think it should exist another pronoun more gender neutral? Been a debate in Sweden.
Oh, that was
Oh.
like, I think it's Zim and Zur. I might be way off, but I think that it's like Z is where you replace it, so it's gender neutral.
Okay.
So, but I don't have a problem with him or her like.
I don't
being
have a problem with
referred
him
to.
or her either, and I also don't have a problem like if you want to be referred to as a she, then I'll refer to you as a she.
Yeah,
I might slip up, and I'm sorry, but that's nothing against you.
I don't think
but
it bugs me enough that we need another pronoun. I mean, like when you're learning grammar, it's he/she/it.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is the gender neutral it if you want to use it.
But then people think
It's
it's
like,
offensive,
yeah,
I guess,
it's like
but-
kind of derog. It seems like you're not a person. You're like a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like for us, it's clearly not an issue because we are very one gender. But
Yeah.
for some people who have gender issues, I feel like I'm on Lee's side, which is just tell me what you want to be called,
Yeah, tell
and
me
I'll
what you
call
wanna
you
be,
that.
and I'll call you that.
So maybe
Yeah.
Zim or Zur or whatever the other things are.
Yeah.
I'll call you that.
So,
just tell me.
I guess could it be kind of the same as like Miss versus Mrs. versus
Yeah,
Ms?
yeah. It's like
Where it bugs
tell
some
me-
people, doesn't bug other people. What do you want to be
I
called?
think it's also that thing of just like, again, let me know what you want to, like, I'll do it. Let me know what you want to be called. I
Yeah.
will say that my friend Pete, who has no transgender issues, constantly refers to himself as she. And it kills me every single time he's like, she's very upset. And I'm like, she is very upset.
She
and
is
he
indeed.
is a she in every single way.
What about your neighbor?
Yeah, my neighbor never calls himself a she, but he also...
But he dresses like a
Oh, yeah,
lady,
100%.
like a very gorgeous lady.
But
Like
only
a
says he?
stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning lady.
very pretty lady.
But also doesn't has no problem being known as a dude either. I don't know.
interesting.
So again, let me know what you want to be called. I'll probably just call you by your name.
We're down. We're down. Okay,
Daniel.
let's do one more quickie.
A quickie.
Gabe Buenteo, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, says, do women like facial hair on men?
Yes. Oh, this is a this is a huge debate actually in the room. That's happened before.
is.
I
Go ahead.
love it. I love beards
fan.
in every way. I love beards. Not super crazy beards. Like, it has to have a fine line. Like, trim your shit up so I can kiss you. But, like...
Without being stabbed
Oh,
with like
I
facial
love
barbed
beards.
wire.
And I love like the like fuzz too. I love the fuzz. I will find you infinitely more attractive with facial fuzz.
Some people can carry it, some people can't. I had, for a long time, actually until like this year, was very like, I like clean-shaven guys. I feel mostly because I dated guys who could only grow like the
Yes.
The like creepy stash.
No, I don't.
It doesn't work. But then I dated a guy who had like a full beard, and I was like, man, I'm into this.
You
but,
liked it.
But I'm sorry, Trisha, you're my
do
model.
it.
I will do this constantly.
Right
If you have a
there. Yeah,
beard,
if you have a beard,
I will
I'll
just
play with it
constantly scratch
constantly.
it. And this part of it, sorry, Trisha.
No, I actually liked it.
all
That
I
was
want to do is
lovely.
scratch it.
I can't get into it.
I know.
I wish that I could. I just can't.
Some guys can. Some guys
Well,
can't.
and here's the thing: there are some guys where having the little bit of scruff like helps define their jawline, and it looks nice. But
Jawline, yeah.
in general, I like the clean, preppy look. I like the kind of nerdy look on dudes, and the beard doesn't really go with that all the
mountain
time.
man.
Just to
Shave
tack
it.
on,
Be nice.
Meg question at Meg Turney asks, jawline, most underappreciated but sexiest part of a dude? Yes.
Oh, and do you like butt chins?
No, I don't like butt chins.
I don't have a preference either way. They're not. It's not like, ooh, he has a butt chin, but that jawline, girl, if you got a strong jawline,
Yeah.
A+.
A+. If you turn to the side and I can see my children in your face, I'm into it.
I feel like if a guy said that to a woman, it would be like a facial joke.
Although when you say that, then you're chancing having a daughter with a real strong dude jawline.
Well, we're not going Jay Leno, Rumor Willis. Sorry, Rumor.
sorry.
I'm very sorry, but
I'm not
I didn't
sorry.
mean
That's
anything against
hilarious.
you. That's a dude. It's a dude
Dude
chin.
chin.
I'm sorry. Whatever. Your
got a
father
butt
has a great
for a
chin.
face. Your father has a great chin.
I kind of dig the
Well,
butt
that's
chin.
it for Table Talk, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Emily Newton.
Don't forget, you can submit your topics using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter or Reddit r/SourceFed. We will see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye guys.
Butt chins, really?
Nah.
I kind of
I
like
like
them.
butts.
It's masculine.
But is it you like Captain
Butts.
America? Like, brrr.
I do. I like Clark Kent. Clark Kent is my man.
But how do you feel about butts?